The Queen of Hunt Feixiao and the Queen of Your Edition Jade. We put them both on the same team, and for some reason the results are just mind-blowing. Specifically, the E1 here on Jade is going to take this team to the next level because now our debt collector can be a single target character with no downsides. That means that the skills, the two follow-ups, the ultimates, all from Feixiao is going to be charging the snakes from Jade up like a battery. And speaking of batteries, all three of our characters, both in Aventurine and Jade and Feixiao, so not both, three, is going to be charging Robin up like crazy. So even though we're using Bronya's Light Cone here and we're at 134 energy regeneration rate, we're going to be able to get our Concerto back, specifically the second one, very, very easily, which is very important for this run. So let's hit that subscribe button, join the Discord, and let's get right into the run. Here we are versus Aventurine. We've got no wind weakness and no quantum weakness, so this will be a neutral side. Luckily, he doesn't resist any of those elements. Now, we've got Robin on the Von Whack, which means she's going to be going first. Going to skill here, and then we're going to be waiting until Feixiao's turn to then trigger Concerto, which should be super easy because we've got a ton of blast attacks coming in here. We're also going to be using this opportunity to pretty much just sit here and take as many hits from Aventurine, giving a ton of stacks to Feixiao, which is great. Now here we are at Feixiao's turn, so this is going to trigger a snake here, but it's fine, or a whip rather, but the whip turns into a snake if it's enhanced, or if it's the ultimate, so there we go. Hopefully we keep that in mind for the future. We're going to go ahead and implant that little crit damage increase taken thing. And we'll go ahead and basic for 2 stacks. So here on Feixiao, we're at 11 stacks for her. We can either go the Jade route or her route. We're going to go for the snakes because I think it looks a little bit cooler. That is pretty much the only reason. But there we go. The snake, wonderful. The Battle Pass Light Cone on Jade means that our crit rate suffers a little bit, but I built it as high as I possibly could, so hopefully we don't miss too much. Now we're overcapping here on stacks for Feixiao, but honestly it's fine. It's completely fine. Here we go, 2 enemies left. We don't have to worry about those right 2. And okay. Would have been nice if we cleaned it up with Jade's turn, but now we actually don't lose one of the Jade Collector's turns. Or Debt Collector. Jade Collector. Here we're just going to go ahead and use one ult on Feixiao just to not waste too many stacks here. It's not going to be too much damage because we're unbuffed from the MOC, but it is going to give us an opportunity to start getting our next ultimate back as well. Here we go. We're going to use Feixiao, but we're not going to use the ultimate. We're going to wait until Jade's turn. This is going to make it so the second phase on Aventurine is going to start a tad later. But if we wanted to, we could have killed right there and then not had to worry about the energy sap from our team. But luckily, it doesn't matter because the energy is completely fine regardless. But I did this because our Feixiao is a little bit slower, which means that his next turn is just going to be right behind Feixiao. See, 14, 19. If we had killed before Jade's turn, it would have been in front of Feixiao. And here we're going to go ahead and trigger the Concerto before. Even with the E2 Robin, so the extra point for energy, we still easily got our Concerto back, and that was with the basic. So if we sealed, it would have been even more energy. So pretty much a guaranteed second Concerto because of how much attacks the first side does. Now here we go. We've got 2 ultimates on Feixiao plus an ultimate on Jade. Plus I think 2 snakes coming in, maybe 3, who knows. First ultimate from Fei. A bang, 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 bang. A pause, a bang. And there we go. Here for the builds on Feixiao, she was at 114 speed, 97 crit rate, which means she's never missing for the most part. She actually might miss a few times. How sad would that be? She's on her light cone, and maxed traces, of course, on the 4-piece Valorous, 2-piece Duran. Very standard best in slots we've got here for Fei. E0 for now. Now, when it comes to the Jade, she's at 134. She's going to be giving the speed to Feixiao, which means that we can actually run the attack boots on Fei with no problems. And then on top of this, we've got the Battle Pass Light Cone on Jade, which is wonderful because the energy cost that Fei has, or Jade has, is 160, which is going to actually max out the damage boost from this light cone. So pretty good there. Only downside is that we have to build as much crit rate as humanly possible in the stats. That's why I just went for rainbow stats pretty much, or builds, pieces, just to kind of build that crit rate up. Because the 2-piece Duran is rough for crit rate because it gives us damage and crit damage. Very, very, very strong. Insanely strong, actually. I don't know how many other relic sets give 50 total % of boost, because normally it's 8% crit rate, so 16 plus 20, so it's a little bit, you know. Anyway, crazy, crazy 2-piece. As for the rest of it, E1 on Jade. Very, very nice for single target characters. Topaz in particular is a very good combo for Jade, but the Feixiao Jade combo is unbelievably fun, especially just because we can guarantee 9 points every single time, 12 points pretty much, because with Aventurine, the frequency of attacks is going to get us 1 ultimate per Fei turn. Kind of? Actually, yeah. I want to say yes, definitely, pretty much. So yeah, there we go, E1 Jade. As for the Robin that we've got coming up here, she is on 126 speed on the Bronya Light Cone, which means that our energy regen to start, it will always be 134. That is one downside to her Light Cone, is that we have to stack up the energy to 15% energy regen 1 by 1 for 5 hits, but in non-follow-up teams that can be a little bit of a problem. So in that sense, they're very, very comparable, Bronya's Light Cone and Robin's Light Cone. So I definitely go for E1 Robin over the Light Cone. Now here we've got 2-piece attack, and Von Whack, as long as we're over 120, that's good. And of course, energy regen. Honestly, might even be able to switch into attack rope. Now here on Robin, we've got the 24% res pen from the E1, amazing. And the 2 is going to increase the energy we get by 1. It didn't affect this run in particular, just because it was extremely easy to get the second concerto back, and we could have just skilled 2 for even more energy. And the speed also doesn't really matter too much because it's not changing any breakpoints. It's very helpful to help hit breakpoints in 0 cycles if you're going for like particular speed setups, but in this team it didn't do much here. Now as for Aventurine, he was at E0, S0, very fast. I just built a max defense, nothing too special to be honest. Didn't even build him for crit. This is the 4-piece I used for the Aventurine team, or for the Akron team, but triple defense, that's all we've got here. But yeah, that's pretty much everything. I mean, Jade Feixiao, some closing thoughts, is just very fun because you could pretty much wipe out all the AoE with Jade and then focus on the single target with Feixiao. But more importantly, it's just the animations. Looking at both of the animations together side by side, in my opinion, takes this team to the next level. Top notch, S tier, SSS tier. But yeah, that's all we got. Hit that subscribe button if you would please. That would be very appreciative, or I would be very appreciative if you do that. And also, comment down below any future teams you guys want to see with Feixiao, any other videos, any types of videos you guys want to recommend. That would also be very helpful. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Join the Discord as well. I forgot to say that, but it's a good, very good place. Very, very good place. Thanks for the ramble. That's it. Adios.